Hey, it's Party Elite. Welcome you back to another session of our Cartel Tycoon Uncut Earliest Access live stream. Folks, just a heads up right off the bat again, if you do not remember from last stream, I want to make it crystal clear again at the beginning of this stream. This game is not what we would call, quote-unquote, PG-13, I suppose. You're running a drug cartel, and everything that comes with it in this game. It doesn't pull any punches. You can expect that kind of content. You can expect that kind of language, etc., etc. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that because I mentioned that last stream, and people were still surprised when, some F-bombs were being dropped and things like that. So just to clarify, heads up. Yeah, exactly, KDC. Not exactly family-friendly. Just thought I'd get it out there. Now, before we dive in, I just want to say hello to everybody who's made it right on top of this stream, right when it kicked off. I wouldn't say I was 2 minutes late, 2 minutes of the intro screen, because I was vibing with the music and just getting set up. The one thing that frustrates me most about this game is honestly the fact that if I click outside of it, the audio and everything cuts off, and getting everything arranged while having that limitation is difficult sometimes when you want to approach it the way I want to approach it. But hello, YouTube Sarko, Second, Rook, Tigrovica, Sofia Diaz, Esteban, Vela Montano, KDC, of course, Carrie Sawalski. We've got Asaketh, Jack K, Jazzy B, and I believe we've got also. Okay, I think I got everybody there. I think I got everybody there. Who's there we go. MN121MN as well. Gina, Venus, and Henry Quach. How's it going, everybody? Hope you're having a wonderful start to your Tuesdays. Because let me tell you, Toronto has turned super gloomy lately, and I'm feeling it. But you know what helps when you're feeling kind of down? A couple of uppers, folks. So let's go ahead and dive on into Cartel Tycoon, the game that we were playing. I'm so demonetized already. The game we were playing last session. I'll do a really quick recap to kick things off, and then I think today will be the kind of last stream of Cartel Tycoon. This is still very early access, just as a heads up. So, if we see any issues, any problems, that's why. It's because the game is still being developed. In fact, this is earlier than early access. This is the, earliest access, as the name gives away. If I'm not mistaken, it was mentioned to me in the Discord, actually, that the demo is currently available on Steam for free. But the game itself, let's pause for a second here. The game itself is available from their website in its current form for like $20 or so. So it's relatively cheap. There's a fair bit of content in it as well, but I just thought I'd mention that early on as well, so you all know what to expect if you're planning on picking it up for yourself. Jazzy BT is my upper. Well, I mean caffeine, so yeah. maybe not as much as some of the stuff we'll be cooking today, but yeah, that's fair. Watching this while I prep/cook the tea. Gina, that's hilarious that you mentioned cooking. I didn't even read that before I said cooking. Maybe subconsciously I did. Xenos, how's it going? Good afternoon. Good morning from me, but good afternoon to you, I suppose. A pharmaceutical export enterprise, indeed. That is exactly the type of empire we're creating, Esteban and YouTube Sarko. This is family friendly, depending on what family you're from. Yeah, that's not entirely inaccurate. Gotta go to school. That's unfortunate, Carrie, but do enjoy. I was gonna make a joke, but I'm gonna not. I'm gonna refrain from that one. Just with regards to, don't worry, I would say it's a game content related joke. Yannick, thank you very much for subscribing. Hope you're enjoying the show so far, buddy. Even though it's only been about like 3 minutes of me rambling and saying hello to everybody, but thank you for subscribing if you're watching the stream. Again, folks, if you enjoy the live streams, if you enjoy the games we're playing, don't hesitate to hit the like button as well. My apologies, still waking up. Just realized the stream was muted the whole time. Well, welcome to audio. Natalie P, glad you can make it. Tuesday stream crowd indeed. Yeah, I can't believe it's past mid-November. Just had me thinking about the date, mentioning how it's Tuesday already, and Tuesday's basically Wednesday, which is basically half the week, which is basically the whole week if you round up, right? Now, what's going on here? We've got, again, for anybody that missed it, if you have any questions, feel free to ask away, but a quick recap is Chaparita over here is our sort of capital. This is our hub. This is our home. This is from where our empire will grow. Our first moves involved growing opium over here and actually establishing a second opium farm. You start with 2 by default. We established a second opium farm as well to grow that opium and ship it to the warehouse over here, which then gets shipped all the way down to our aerodrome that we started with, from where it gets, shipped out to wherever it's going to be purchased. Again, it's a simple pharmaceutical endeavor, supply and demand. Once it gets to here, though, it's not really our problem unless the cops get involved like they did last time. But yeah, so that was our first sort of endeavor. We then also bought back our plantation and warehouse over here that had been seized before the game had started. They were they started off as seized by the police, so we bought those back as well, and we started to establish, we started to grow our empire. We did a bit of an aggressive takeover of this marijuana business over here. It was relatively easy. The only downside is that the checkpoint over here where we can ship the goods out often does kind of police checks and whatnot. They will often confiscate our product as it's trying to be shipped across the borders over here. So we have to be very careful about that when we try to ship some of these goods through. Again, the marijuana itself, it feels so weird calling it marijuana. It feels so formal calling it marijuana. It gets packaged, rather it gets dried over here, and then it gets packaged into some form of, smuggling method over here at this workshop. Typically, we go with the drug pack because that we can do very easily. But if need be, we can, ship in vegetables, coffee, spices, chicken, consoles, or TVs. We can also establish farms to grow vegetables and things like that. Hide the drugs in those, and then ship them out. Hopefully, when they're not being confiscated at the border over here. But every so often, they are being confiscated, which is why, when that happens, we tend to switch over to shipping money back to our home city over here, where we can launder it using our various establishments. We've got the taxi company and the casino working relatively nonstop to turn that dirty money into legal money, though unfortunately, having to drive through this, city that we don't control incurs a bit of a fee. Which we'll hopefully soon not have to deal with, as we will eventually convince the mayor, or I suppose the mayor, to hand control over to us. But that's eventually. We need 50K for that. But while we were working on that, we got kind of semi-distracted by events up over here. Over at Foscani, our rival here, Almagro Torres, had established a bit of a cocaine empire, and we had to knock him out as a part of the storyline, if you will. We had to knock him out. So we got to work on that, took over all of the establishments. We actually had a fight for the city as well, where we, if I recall correctly, just barely won. But having won, we now have to go through the process of gaining, the people's trust, eventually paying him that bribe as well, 50K, I would imagine. So lots of work to do on that front. But once we establish ourselves over here at Foscani, there's still more expansion opportunities to explore as well. And one thing I should mention as well is that one thing we did do is this over here is a residence that we unlocked very early on in the game as well, from where we can actually recruit more lieutenants if we need more of our kind of, enforcers and whatnot driving around, doing deliveries, or helping take over enemy businesses and things like that. So that's kind of a quick recap of everything that went down. Oh, right, we also established this aerodrome over here, but it almost immediately got seized by the police. We are able to afford the buyout now. So, let's go ahead and do it. Let's make that the first action we take today. Let's go ahead and buy that out. And that way we're actually able to, listen, we'll be fine. That way we're actually able to ship things out from this aerodrome as well as this aerodrome, which means we're able to ship things out faster. Now, while this one's closer, flights come in at intervals, so I don't want to stock all of our opium up over here. We'll want to spread between the two like we were doing last session. So let's go ahead and get Gerardo here. I believe he's able to move, opium from the warehouse here over to the aerodrome up there. And I think Griselda over here, we can actually make a deal with her. We can make a deal with her. And this will allow us to get bonuses on opium that we ship, because she's got a special ability that allows us to do that. So, technically, you should stress the last syllable since the tilde is in the I at the end. So, Foscani, like that. But I don't like how that sounds, so feel free to keep calling it Foscani. Okay, fair enough. Good to know. Well, I like this game. How much is it? The game, at present, it's an early access, and it's available on their website for $20. It's not on, Steam or anything like that, though you can get the demo on Steam for free, I've been told. But if you can't find it on Steam, then it is available directly off their website. If you just Google, Cartel Tycoon, Uncut Earliest Access, you can buy it for $20. So let's go ahead and take this deal on. We should be able to ship 300 units of opium. I don't think it'll be a problem, right? Like we've been pushing opium very successfully over the last little while. So we'll do that, and we'll have her, in fact, shipping opium from... Yeah, let's do the same thing. You can go ahead and deliver from here to here as well, just so it's a little bit faster. Get those flying out, and that'll hopefully make us some good dirty money pretty quickly. And, well, actually, you know what? I changed my mind. She's going to ship money from the aerodrome back to Chaparita over here. And that should do the trick. You are not doing anything over here. You should be delivering opium from this warehouse up to the aerodrome over here, and this guy is delivering money from the aerodrome over to here. The reason why some of this stuff was paused and stopped was, I think, because we were involved in a couple of shootouts and things like that, so I had to... well, there was a big shootout over here that I had to pull back from, but there was also... there's also the fact that we have upset a couple of bodies of power. Terror over here is a reflection of how much the people are concerned about what you're up to. We've got them outraged, so that means the federales are interested in our activities, as well as the police, as well as the DEA, La DEA. We can eventually trigger the National Army, CIA, and the U.S. Army, but we're actually going to lay low for a little while and hope that the terror there kind of drops. So let's go ahead and hit play finally. I think I've done the recap, waited long enough for people to join in. And given our first couple of orders, let's see how this kind of plays out. Carrie Sawalski, I'm sorry to hear that you got to go, but do have fun. And again, the VOD will be up right after the stream is done, so you'll be able to catch it later on as well. Big guy delivering the money. Sorry, KDC. Originally, you had the old woman delivering back and forth to the airport, so she... Oh, right. Good point. So I'll swap Gerardo to shifting the money. Good point. Down over here, I think we've got everybody set up. You're set up. You're not set up. Let's go ahead and deliver. Oh, I guess we got to wait for a little bit of a delivery first. Let's hit that play button, and I'm pretty sure in not too long we will see... stop delivery, please. We're going to see this all be okay. Everything will be all right. Got to make some of that 100% legal dollar. Yeah, that's what we do. That's why we got the laundering businesses, right? That's how that works. Let's move Buddy over to the aerodrome and get that money shipping back and forth. We also shut down quite a few of our businesses momentarily last session to prevent, to reduce our upkeep costs. Let's go ahead and wait for the first shipment of money to arrive. It's so weird to talk about money and shipments. And up over here, do you have any? No, you don't. What's going on over here? You're waiting for... Oh, right. We turned all this off. Come on, party. I think we're good to turn it back on. Go ahead and turn all of you back on. The upkeep cost isn't that bad on these. Turn you on as well. So I'm going to ship all this. Let's turn this on as well. So we're actually drying the cannabis. Yeah, good stuff. We'll turn you on too. So then we have this system all working now as well. Running out of money in 2 days and 22 hours? Y'all are way too concerned. We'll be fine. Look at that. 3 Gs. Now the question is, where are you delivering to? To the taxi company. So again, just as a reminder, we have 2 laundering operations going on over here. The reason for that is because they not only launder at different rates, but also because that way we can deliver to 2 different locations and have them laundering at the same time. So it's like Civilization or Anno 1800. This game, a little different. Civilization is a lot more. Oh, they're fairly different. I mean, Civilization has unit building is a thing. There is a strategy to unit strength and unit type and all that kind of stuff. The city building itself is a lot more complex as well in Civilization, so I wouldn't compare it to that. Same thing with Anno 1800 as well. There's a lot more city planning and city building involved. It's a hard thing to compare this to. I'm not sure what we can compare this to, actually. Yeah, think kind of like Tropico, as Sacketh is pointing out. Think sort of like Tropico. Again, very different because Tropico actually has the city planning on a grid and things like that. Here, there is what's going on here? Why are you way too much opium over here? Way too much opium. There is a bit of like construction and stuff in this game as well. I mean, remember we built this road ourselves to make sure that there's a faster connection to the aerodrome up over here. So you can build roads. You can build. You can build various There we go. Obviously, it's the hammer. I'm still waking up, folks. It's very early in the morning for me. I think I'm still not over daylight savings time. The Switch, I mean. But yeah, you can build farms. You can build workshops and labs and food factories to make. I assume these cans are used to hide drugs in. You can make more aerodromes. You can make also residences as well to, I guess, have access to more or fancier lieutenants. I haven't explored this far yet in my own kind of like time playing the game, but there is a fair bit of construction involved as well, but not in the same way as Anno or Tropico. It is very different, I would say. It is fairly different. Jeffrey, got about 30-minute break from your conference. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Glad you could join us after all, even if it is for just a touch. Always good to have company in the chat. Familiar company, no less. Don't worry, about a week before the next DSC, you'll have adjusted. Oh, God. It's so true. It's so true. It makes me sad. But yeah, what else have we got going on? I mean, everything else is going pretty okay. Over here, we have to improve our trust level to move this forward. There's a pretty simple way for us to do that. We can just simply do a little bit of event management, host a charity tournament at our casino over here. Costs us 10K in legal money, so we'll just wait a little bit longer. Go ahead and pick up the pace a little bit. Tigravicha, good morning then. We'll be watching you from the other side of the globe. Oh, okay, gotcha, late afternoon. If you don't mind me asking, whereabouts on the other side of the globe? I'm always curious. But yeah, it is. I mean, okay, I say it's too early for me. It's like 10 a.m., but I'm a night owl, and I woke up intermittently while sleeping tonight, so, it's been an interesting wake-up experience. The Meyer Studios, this game at the moment is available in super early access for $20 off their website. But that is in its sort of super, again, early access form. Honestly, I mean, obviously it depends on a variety of factors, but it's a pretty sweet deal. I've been having a lot of fun with this game. Let's go ahead and get this charity tournament happening. I've been having a lot of fun with this game. I think the crescendo of entertainment for me personally, I think some of you will recall from last session, was when we had the shootout kickoff at this aerodrome against the cops, and rather than retreating my two friends there, I actually sent my capo in to provide some assistance, and he arrived at the nick of time and turned it around, and we kept the aerodrome safe. Like, to me, that was the turning point where the game went from being like, oh, this is kind of fun, this is kind of interesting, to holy crap, that was intense, So I'm really, that shootout was awesome. I really like that. I do not have an affiliate link for this one, Saka. Thank you for asking. I greatly appreciate that. But no, I do not have an affiliate link for this one because they're doing their kind of own thing. So nothing, no connection over there. Gotcha, Tigravicha. Gotcha. Always curious. Loyalty has hit acceptance, so that should mean over here. Oh, I didn't notice that. They want us to be at respect, not just acceptance. You might recall down over here, these guys wanted us to get to acceptance. They didn't care for respect, just acceptance. Okay, so we got to up our loyalty a bit more. Pretty soon we'll be able to host another tournament, I suppose, in 6 days' time. That should help well enough. Rai Guess. Hope I got that correct. Thank you for subscribing. I do hope you're enjoying the show, buddy. Neil, how's it going, man? I saw the VOD for the first episode a while back. Seems quite cool. Yeah, again, I was just saying, like, it's really quite fun. Opium deal quest completed. It's really quite fun, followed by opium deal quest completed. Do with that what you will, I suppose. All right, yeah, I guess we'll just wait a couple more days and get this going here. By the way, we also have our research center built, which I should probably invest a little bit more in. The aerodrome we were, I think, looking to upgrade. Oh, my lord, that's expensive. Maybe I'm better off upgrading just like the farms or something. See, our problem right now, our bottleneck right now is... Oh, no. Stop this. See, so right now the DEA has started to confiscate drug packs at this checkpoint. So we want to make sure we're no longer delivering those drug packs over to the spot. But we've got 18.4K sitting here doing absolutely nothing, just looking pretty. So we're going to go ahead and move Buddy over to here, and we're going to start shifting that money back. Even though we're going to spend a fair bit of money, and you know what actually concerns me is how much terror we can induce by passing through here. Let's keep an eye out for it. So deliver that money up to the casino. Pretty soon we'll try and purchase this, but for now, it's a small price to pay to just ship that money at the very least. But let's see, it costs us 3 grand and ups terror, very slightly, not all that much. So it's probably net positive in terms of profit versus loss there. Again, it's just temporary because we're waiting for the drug packs to stop being checked. Maybe start moving vegetables from your farms in Fuscani. Yeah, that's probably a better call. I think I'm gonna shift to that after we. You know what? Let's do that right now. Why wait? Let's go ahead and stop you over here. Good. He's gonna come up to here. We have some vegetables over here already. 36 units of vegetables. What we can do is we can actually turn these guys on. Well, actually, hold on. I don't need to turn the workshop on. Sorry. Let's turn these guys on. You and you. So these guys are growing vegetables. These vegetables are going to get transported to the warehouse here. And the warehouse will hopefully be able to deliver up to our... No, you can't deliver from one warehouse to another. Okay, not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Trying to figure out... Well, we've got storage in the village as well, I think. So let's see if we can't drop these vegetables off over here. Because then we can pick it up over here and shift them over. We'll keep an eye out for it. We'll keep an eye out for it. Let's go ahead and get you moving over to here. Because we've got quite a few vegetables up in this warehouse. Not a lot, but yeah, enough to do the trick. Enough to do the trick. Michael Stanley, I'm good. How's it going? How's it going? Glad you could join us today. Hope you're having a wonderful start to your week. Heading to the middle of the week, I suppose. Let's get the vegetables shifting down to here. Maybe we'll start packing. Sorry. Oh, not down to there, man. Damn. Up to here, I meant. Stop that delivery. And now, hopefully... Now, this shouldn't cause any issues. It's just vegetables. Vegetables. We got some tomatoes and some, I guess, very fat carrots. I guess. I'll stop you over there. All right, cool. And drop the vegetables off over here is what I meant to do. 15 at a time. Okay, good stuff. Gotta move you all the way back to over here. I didn't see any trucks moving from here, by the way. This place is topped up. I don't see any trucks moving. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and remove that. Get Buddy over here. We might actually need to hire another lieutenant. I forgot to execute this. The cooldown has taken us back down to humility. Might want to look at other ways of getting loyalty up as well. But for now, let's go ahead and deliver those vegetables down to here. Get you working on the vegetable mix. That ratio, though, eh? Not a problem, not a problem. Get those vegetables down over here. We need some more dried cannabis. Oh, no. Jesus Garza, a.k.a. Dragon, I think is how you say that. I was loyal to you all this time and deserve a promotion, or at least a salary raise. Now, unfortunately, the second level of our operation is all filled up. No empty Halcyon Cartel positions available. So the only option we have is to give this guy a raise. We'll give him a medium raise, keep him happy. We need to get some of those... we need to get some of those tier 2 people up to tier 3 to free up some slots. Esteban, I don't think you did, so go ahead. Casey, can you drop the veggies directly from farms to the buildings where the packs are made? Probably, but I imagine that would take more... Oh, you mean like give them the delivery option? I'll check on that. I don't know if we can deliver across borders without characters, so we'll experiment with that as well. And Michael Stanley, that's quite kind of you. That's quite kind of you to say. Neil W., imagine Mr. Monster, the face-tattooed hardcore... Mr. Monster, hardcore gangster delivering trucks full of veggies. Oh, yeah, honestly, eh? You know, he's trying to... It's, what's it called? When you go to, you spend some time in jail, you come back out and you try to like get back into society. What's that called? The word is, it's not rehabilitate, it's not reintegrate. I forget now. But you know what I'm getting at. It's just, that's what he's doing. Larger pumpkins, cabbage. There's more capacity. Natalie P. Sound like a pro in chat. Let's give this guy a medium raise. Your time will come, buddy. Your time will come. Let's see, though. Let's see. We've got these farms over here. No, I cannot put a destination for them. The shipping is happening through the warehouse. The warehouse is picking them up rather than the farm is delivering them. The other thing we can do is we can establish some vegetable farms right over here. Right? Like if we take a look at fertility for vegetables, there are actually some spots right over here, which would be infinitely more efficient. And only costs 1,000 to put a farm down. A little bit of upkeep as well. Oh, right, of course. I don't own the region yet. I got to get this city under my control. All right, that's your final delivery. Once that happens, we're going to start shipping some of those fruits over. There's really no other way to put it. We don't really have that many, eh? Oh, it's because the dried cannabis isn't moving quickly enough, I suppose. Interesting. Interesting. Might want to get some more of these farms down. But again, can't do that yet because we don't own this region. Nonetheless, loyalty's up at acceptance again. Let's take a look at our 6 days. Man, that's a long cooldown period, eh? How else can we increase loyalty? There are a few other ways to increase loyalty. Let's not put all our eggs in one basket. Loyalty increases when you buy goods and resources in the villages. Construct buildings that increase loyalty in the cities and donate to special events. Okay, well, we can do that. I can do that. We can go ahead and purchase some vegetables over here. Sure, $52 worth of vegetables. Oh yeah, okay. That was not insignificant, I suppose. Stock is empty right now. Buy a bit more. Okay, that's relatively easy. Why is it upside down, Sean? When I was familiarizing myself with the game, I don't know what it was, but it loaded in upside down, and so I got familiar with the game upside down, and so now it feels unnatural for me to play it like this. It's just like, what's going on? That's why it's upside down. I was actually gonna mention that right at the start of the stream, but I was like, it's okay. but yeah, that's why. We're okay in terms of money. I don't need to worry about our checkpoint is no longer confiscating. That's good. Get you delivering, buddy. Now we have to choose which type. Let's deliver the regular drug packs, and let's swap this back to the drug packs. Because again, with the drug packs, we don't need vegetables, so let's leave the vegetable work for when we need to be shipping vegetables across the border here. All right, good stuff. That's moving smoothly. This is all moving smoothly. Can we host? It's not been 6 days yet. Oh, almost. So this should take us to respected, right? Well, we can buy some more vegetables. Oh, I guess not. And again, there's other options. We could just straight up buy opium from here, can't we? Okay. What are you guys up to? All right, almost done over here. The street party's upside down. It's like drugs. Slowly ease them off of it. Like, yeah, degree by degree. I gotta go cold turkey, maybe. They arrived at the watermelon stall and the Latin America... Wait, hold on. What is this, Esteban? An American was visiting a farmer's fair in Latin America, so the Latino farmer was giving him a tour, showing his produce, very proud. He showed him the pumpkins. The American said, we have pumpkins twice as big in my country. He showed him the apples, and the American went, nah, we have GM apples twice as big and thrice as juicy. And then they arrived at the watermelon stall, and the Latin American said, Mister, please do not touch the grapes. Oh, my lord. Wait, are grapes, like, massive in South America? Now you got me second-guessing everything I know about reality. Let's execute this charity tournament again. Again, if I'm missing something, forgive me. It's still early for me. Running out of money in 2 days. Come on, don't lie to me like that, game. Don't lie to me like that. This is going okay. That's actually not moving as quickly as it was previously, eh? I wonder if there is something... No, these guys are fine. I don't want to ship directly up to here. We want to make sure that the dried cannabis comes here. Domination quest complete. New quest received. Let's take a look at this. Show product samples. So that is Almagro Torres over here. Oh, looks like we did two things at once. Oh, right. Eliminate the gang presence in the region is the second step of convincing a city to join you. We already did that as a part of the storyline. But next up, show product samples. Deliver 200 dried cannabis to Fascani. How he deals with it is none of your business. Oh, okay. Okay. DEA has started to confiscate the drug packs again. Very well. Stop that. Let's go ahead and start delivering the innocent vegetables next. I guess we were at our capacity as well, eh? But that shouldn't be a problem now. Good stuff. Keep making that money. The problem is, though, that this money over here is doing nothing for us. It's just sitting there as dirty money. It needs to be made legal for us to actually be able to use it. Which is why, like, I wonder, is it not worth just pushing up towards the city and taking the terror and fiscal penalty when it happens? Oh, I see what you mean, Esteban. I see what you mean. I wasn't sure. Like I said, still waking up. I'm wondering almost if Rogandez here is worth getting first. Again, 50k is no small sum. Pick up the pace a little bit more. But all we got to do is just turn this money around, right? We got that dirty money. We just got to turn it around. I wonder if I should replace our taxi company with something else. Because the taxi company doesn't convert money as quickly as the casinos. Or again, right? Like, we've got... How much sitting here? 27k sitting here doing nothing. You know what? Let's ship that money over. A little bit of terror, a little bit of a penalty. It's fine. It's fine. Go ahead and ship you all the way up to the casino. Again, because that works faster. Let's make a deal with you. Stop deliveries. Make a deal. And let's go ahead and deliver 400 units of opium for a 40% bonus. And let's start shipping... Oh, we got to wait until some gets delivered here. Ship that to the aerodrome. There we go. You can launder the money directly from over here. How so? Because I'm pretty sure I have to go to... oh, you're saying safe to buy at Rogandez. Yeah, definitely. That's what I'm thinking. Buy Rogandez... butchering that pronunciation, I'm sure. Once I buy that, then I can more easily just... You know, make money without taking those penalties. And both to terror as well as financially. So I think that maybe shouldn't... Maybe that should be a priority here. Here, have a medium raise, Tony. You've been doing good for us. I do wonder, where is... There we go. Like, how far away are you guys from... Oh! This guy's ready for a promotion, but it didn't pop up anything. I guess once they reach their Halcyon level, it doesn't give us a pop-up. Promote. That way we'll have another slot available. Let's see, this guy's been with us since the beginning, right? We could either get access to faster coca growth methods, or we could make him a truck supplier. Add 2 cars to the building to improve logistics. Oh, okay, interesting. We've already got some specialists as far as, yeah, Elcon. Hard C, Elcon. We have one, or I think even 2 people who are focused on, like, the marijuana capabilities. So I wonder if we just do faster coca growth with this guy, just to, you know, balance him out a little bit. Because, again, picking one locks the other. You know what? Yeah, he has farm level 2. I feel like this is, quote-unquote, in character. Hey, Nico, how's it going, buddy? How's it going? Sharon Stanley, let's play Mars Horizon full game part 1. I've had my eyes on Mars Horizon for sure. For sure. Second episode of PE, mispronouncing Spanish and making crude drug puns? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Right, let's go ahead and do that. That increases the upkeep significantly, but he is now our first Sicario, which is one of the coolest sounding words. I gotta say, I love Sicario. I don't know. Sounds dope. Also, it's a fantastic film. If you haven't watched Sicario, the first one, it's amazing. It's amazing. I've watched the movie like 4 or 5 times. I could watch it 100 more. We're still shipping vegetables down over here. Yes. Oh, no, we're shipping the money now. Maybe make that our last shipment. Yeah, a little bit of terror. It's not the end of the world. It's not terrible. It's not terrible, but, you know, it is still a cost that we shouldn't need to pay. Like, why deal with it? Why deal with it, right? Stop the deliveries. Well, let's get him over to here first so he at least stops over here. And hopefully the DEA will stop confiscating drug packs soon. Okay, there we go. Over to here. Any interest in the game, Cesarin? Yes, very much so, very much so. I've had my eyes on it. There's been some conversation about it in the Discord as well. I love that kind of stuff a lot, so I've got no plans yet, no concrete plans yet, but definitely have my my eyes on it for sure. For sure. Don't think we have enough vegetables. Oh, we do. Just barely enough vegetables. All right. Well, we'll get to work there. What else do we have over here? Right, we need to get... Now, he wants 200 dried cannabis, eh? One thing we could do is we could establish our cannabis industry up over here as well. Because if I'm not mistaken, if I recall correctly, we can... Oh, actually, we can't grow cannabis at all. Good stuff. All right, you know, I like that as far as sort of development is concerned, as far as like forcing us to go down over here, to think outside of just like a one-to-one connection. I like that. Good stuff. So, they're no longer confiscating drug packs. I wonder how bad it would be. I wonder... Okay, let's try this. Let's see. If I move these packs across the border and through the cities, are they disguised enough? One way to find out, right? One way to find out. How bad will this be? It can't be that terrible. Moving through. Oh, good stuff. They don't notice. They don't notice. Good stuff. Okay. Let's get that done. Let's get that done. Get these drug packs made. Shift that cannabis over. Well, he just wants dried cannabis. I imagine he won't mind it coming in packs. Right? Right? We'll find out in a moment. Money's looking good as well. Money's looking real good. And again, terror is dropping. The Federales are still pinged over here, but we haven't seen any action from them for a while. Oh, no. He wants just proper dried cannabis here. He does not want... Oh, man. He does not want it in packs. Now, I'm pretty sure if I move just dried cannabis, we're going to have trouble. Stop your deliveries. I'm pretty sure we're going to have trouble if we do that. Move you over to here and try it once. See how bad the hit is. Because otherwise we'll be waiting for a while. 50k legal money isn't going to happen overnight, you know? Let's see. Deliver. That's not dried yet. Is it? I would expect the icon to be this for dried cannabis. Oh, no, right. You know what? Dried cannabis gets brought back over here, I think. Cannabis. There we go. Yeah, okay, okay. Dried cannabis once the cannabis arrives. Glad I checked. Glad I checked. Go ahead and deliver the tiniest bit at first. The tiniest bit, just to see the hit. If there is one, I imagine there will be. Yep. A little bit of terror. No seizure of product, though, so that's good. What happens when we cross the border here? Nothing. We're good. What happens when we cross the border here? We're good. Okay. Now, what happens when we actually deliver over here? Is that gonna like hit us with a bit of terror, or not? No, we're good. You know what? That's not too bad. I say we can do that for a little bit. Let's just make sure we don't get up to this level over here of terror, and make some progress towards getting Foscani over here. 200 dried cannabis. It's going to take some time, isn't it? That's going to take some time. Yeah, let's keep an eye on that. So much for laying low. What happens if your terror is at 6 stars? 6 stars, the U.S. Army gets involved. Enforcers will find and eliminate all your lieutenants in the specified area. So people start dying. People start dying. I'm delivering the wrong thing. He wants dried cannabis. Oh, what party? What are you doing, man? All right, move you over to here. You know what happened? I think dried cannabis got pushed back to here, and I didn't notice it. My bad. Deliver dried cannabis over to here. My bad. My bad. Still same situation, I think. A little bit of terror. No, like, fines or fees or anything, so we're good. Let's go ahead and seek out another deal as well, or do we still have this one active? We do still have this one active. All right, good stuff. Decent bit of legal money. This money needs to be converted, baby. Come on now. No input up there. Alright. Take some time for these shipments, eh? But when they do come, it's a fair bit of money. 3k at a time. Alright, now you have... Yes, okay, good. There we go. Thanks for the spot, guys. Thanks for the spot. Would have completely missed that. We good over here? Yeah, you're still fine. Don't need to ship this up here because we're focusing on that quest. Money is okay. There's 7k sitting over here. We can pull that over. But that 7k, we lose 50% of it traveling through. So, it's fine. It's fine. So fitting that Griselda's deal, are about opium. She obviously likes to keep it classy. Yeah, clearly. Look at that. Clearly. Oh, time for another promotion here. This guy, he already came to us before, right? We gave him a medium raise earlier. But time for his promotion finally. We have a slot available for him. First come, first serve basis, I suppose. We could... Oh, you know, it's too late actually now. It's a good idea to keep a track of whose levels you want to get to earlier, I suppose, before they ask you, so you promote the right people. But yes, you'll get your promotion, buddy. Let's see. Access to faster opium growth methods. Okay. Or extra power. I was hoping to chase after cannabis cultivator with him. We don't need faster opium growth. We need faster opium sales. That's what we need. That's what we need. So I don't mind upping his power a little bit, take him from 1 to 2 so he's able to put up a fight if people get aggressive. And then get Cannabis Cultivator if he's working in this area. I think that should work. Faisal Amin, thank you very much for subscribing. Hope you're enjoying the show, buddy. If you are, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Let me know. Let me know you want to see more live streams and more of these kinds of games on the channel. Yeah, let's go with increasing the combat capacity over here. Like I said, we don't need faster opium growth. I do want to take a look at, though. Hold on a second. Good over here. I will not disappoint you, Capo. He says, damn right, buddy. You better not. Anybody else ready for promotion? Not quite yet. Close, though. We're close over here on some of these guys. Good stuff. But what was I talking about? I wanted to check in on, right, the upgrade. This we have to research first, right? Yes, we have to research this first. It was like 53K, right? Oh my god, it's expensive. That's expensive. That is expensive. God, just make a calendar of my out of context quotes as some merchandise for 2021. Something to think about. CR Lurk, relatively new to the channel, but loving the content. Well, I'm glad to hear that, buddy. Glad you can make it to a live stream as well, and I appreciate the kind words. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What are you enjoying on the channel? I'm just curious. Like, what kind of stuff do you like on the channel? Always curious to know what people are watching, what they're up to. And stuff. 39 of the dried cannabis delivered. Yeah, we're making good progress. Might want to slow it down for a moment, though, as Terror is about to hit that high level again. What I think happens, I'm not entirely sure, of course, is, or rather what it seems like, is even though the Federales are at present, like, active against us, they're not actually doing anything unless we cross that threshold again, I think. Not 100% sure, but I think that's what's happening. Because we haven't seen them do anything while we've been below that mark, right? Even though the star has been active. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that's exactly the plan, MN121MN. That's the plan, is to buy this place out. Making that money decently quickly, I think. We could shut down some of our businesses if we felt it was necessary. And how much money can you move at a time? I wish I remembered that. Because that would determine if it's worth moving some of this over. 19K dirty money, but 18 of that is sitting here. Just sitting there. Medellin is named after the small town in Spain that in turn got its name from a Roman general who founded it. So I knew about the town in Spain, I did not know about the Roman general. I must have missed that yesterday. Damn. Will Elizabeth be the calendar model? I would take, oh my lord. I would take a bunny with my Party Elite quotes, thank you please. Can you imagine like the most horrendous Party Elite quotes and next to like adorable bunny pictures? Just like have her on a mound of snow and the quotes just like, yeah, we gotta ship that cocaine. Have her nibbling on a little piece of apple. Gotta hide the pot in the fruits. You know what? I kind of like this. Now you got me thinking. Let's move you over to here and ship some of those monies back. Deliver that sweet cash up to that sweet casino. 10K at a time. All right, that's not terrible. Not ideal. Not terrible. Gotta move. It's doing nothing for us right there. It's doing nothing for us right there. I just have to find a way to like print it and stuff. That's the thing. I have to find a way to like print it and ship it and stuff. But I mean, if people are interested. If folks are interested. I do wish the game had a faster speed. Just because, like, things are happening, but I need more things to happen. Also, look at that intuition here. Started shipping that money, and then shortly after, they started confiscating drug packs, eh? How much dried cannabis do we have down over here? 36. We'll start shipping that again soon. Ish. That Terra's got to drop a bit more. Just a touch more. Only the finest highs. It should be like a little calendar where, like, you know, like one of those annotated calendars where every month you write down the highest points of the month. Lord, have mercy. Oh, we're doing good over here. Doing everything okay? Yeah, everything's kind of like moving smoothly. This is fine. We'll give you another medium raise, buddy. Let's take a look at our options here. Still just short of a promotion. Just short. Now, we could also get some more lieutenants joining in on the action. Not much to do, though. I mean, I guess we could take a look at Cocaine. Hydrochloric acid. Goes up to the warehouse. How does this get processed? I imagine we're not shipping out hydrochloric acid. How do we go from... Ah, the lab. We need to do some research to get the lab, eh? There are no labs over here by default. Interesting. 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 Something to take into consideration. Because a lab we can put down anywhere, but we have to do research for it first. And it is $5,000. It's not that expensive, but again, I do think we should prioritize the ownership of Rogandes. I think that should be our priority there. Just to get rid of those fees that we're paying, and then we can, again, launder the money just over here, right? I take a medium raise of this over the small raise I usually get told I get. Yeah, honestly, right? Like, I wouldn't mind if my boss turned to me and said, you know, we're going to give you a medium raise, second rook. It's like, all right, you know what? That's better than, what, like the 2% matching inflation raise that most places give. And I say matching inflation in the most sarcastic way possible. Here you go. Now you can even more not afford housing in the city in which you work. My cynicism is showing. My apologies. Yeah, we're not shipping anything here yet. That terror's dropped enough, I would say. I would say that terror's dropped enough. We've moved all the money here as well. Head back down over here and start shipping some of that dried cannabis over. Deliver you all the way up to here. Just got to keep an eye on it, right? Yeah, exactly, Nico. Good stuff, good stuff. We're okay, we're all good. Now, loyalty. The one thing I've not really seen any results out of is, like, what does loyalty do for us? I guess it allows us to use the favors of local mayors. Sure. Sure, fair enough. Not able to actually build anything. Okay, just want to make sure. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Because I've not needed to raise loyalty outside of when a quest is directly telling me raise loyalty. Keith Thomas, I might wait for the VOD. YouTube is real fuzzy on my TV screen when the live games are played intermittently. It's frustrating. Oh, that's unfortunate, man. Yeah, I've been getting that with YouTube a lot lately as well. Not just with live streams, but also with, like, just videos in general. Well, it's really weird. I don't know what's up. And YouTube also went down sometime last week. Like, it went completely down last week at some point. Which, I don't know the last time that happened. So I think something's up. I think something's up. But I'm glad you'll be able to catch the VOD at least. I mean, the VOD will be up again right after the live stream is done too, so you won't have to wait too long, buddy. Now let's make that delivery and then probably stop again over there. Yeah, it's definitely a limiting factor. That's just it. It's not about this. It's not about the number of lieutenants we have, because then I just hire more. It is very much about speed, like the amount of time it takes for this to drop and things like that. The amount of time it takes for money to be laundered. Let's go ahead and move you over to here and start shipping those packs again. You're just resting over here. How about you deliver that up here? James Hogg, thank you very much for subscribing. Hope you're enjoying the show, buddy. Again, folks, if you're enjoying the show, please don't hesitate to leave a like down below. It does make a very big difference. We got over 100 viewers watching right now, but only 40 likes. So what that tells me after a live stream is done is that people weren't really enjoying the show. And maybe, maybe I shouldn't play games like this. So if that's not the case, then let me know. Again, I always say it because it makes a big difference in how I make decisions for the channel. And if you're watching the VOD, let me know as well. Leave a like, leave a comment. It does make a very big difference. Lisa Magnuson Biel, what have you missed? We established, let's see, we've continued to sort of just strengthen our financial situation right now. We managed to establish, or rather accomplish, the first couple of quests for holding our enemy's territory that used to be our territory, Foscani. Very soon we'll be able to, but we need to ship him some dried cannabis, which is causing us a lot of trouble. So to avoid that trouble, we're trying to make money to purchase the other city that's located where that dried cannabis is actually made. Might have been a lot easier to explain with visual aids. I apologize. You are definitely up for a promotion, pal. Harvest interval or access to the workshop. I don't know if either of these really call it. Reduces the interval of raw materials production on a farm by 5% in an area. I guess, I mean, she's working with opium almost always, right? So I guess that makes sense. Would I say the game is addicting, Nico? You know, a little bit. When I started playing it last session, I was like, yeah, this is fun. By the time I ended it, I was hooked. So I guess Cartel Tycoon, not even once. Release is going to be early 2021, it says. Yeah, this is the super early access. Not all functions are included, but it's good to get a first impression. Yeah, absolutely. Sebastian, I got hooked. Let's go with the harvest interval. Because I believe we already have access to Workshop 1, don't we? Let's check here. Let's check here real quick. Workshop. Oh, I guess, yeah, we do because of our capo. Okay, cool. That makes the decision-making process a fair bit easier. Go ahead and give you harvest interval, promote you to a Sicario. Yo, I would totally play a game in the vein of like Hitman, where you play as her as a Sicario. It just seems so classy, especially after what you said earlier in chat. Super classy. Can you make one of the veggie farms a marijuana farm? Well, I think the fertility here is not just poor, but terrible. I wonder if, because we do have the workshop here. Let's try it. Let's see if, you know, even if it's terrible productivity. Nah, we can't. Won't even let me pick it. Good thought, though. It will let me pick opium, though. A little strange. That's a little strange. Is it because you're full? No, because it let me switch to opium. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, I could try emptying some of the vegetables out, I suppose, and seeing what that does for us. I doubt that'll do anything, though, if I'm completely honest. I doubt that'll do anything. But while we're waiting for terror to drop, I think it's fine. Oh, man, MN121, I mean, that's one of my most anticipated games of the year, for sure. I love that era. Sebastian, same here. Played through the demo twice last weekend, but demo is still missing several features. You can only make cannabis, cocaine, and meth drug-wise. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's just it. Like, how much, like, this, there's so much potential in this game that I'm super excited. At first, looking at just, like, screenshots and stuff really didn't do it justice, is my humble opinion. It really didn't do it justice. I was like, oh, this is interesting. I like the subject matter. I find it interesting, you know, it's an ongoing thing in our lifetimes and whatnot, so let's check this out. And then I played it, and I was like, holy crap, this is a fun game. Get a dairy farm up in here, just use the manure to fertilize it. Oh my lord. I mean, there are farms down over here that are just making, I mean, that doesn't look like a dairy farm. Ugh. Chicken milk? Ugh. Yeah, I don't think we can... it's strange, though, because opium... Maybe there's a marginal difference in fertility between opium and cannabis, and they both look like nothing, but in reality, one of them is nothing, and the other one is something. You know, marginal as it might be. Good thinking, though. I do like it. Let's move those vegetables down to here, to the workshop. How much dry cannabis we're looking at? Let's get to stopping these deliveries. Because I want to start moving, stuff back over pretty soon. No, stop. God. Didn't catch it early enough. Upgrade to farm 2, then you can plant other types. Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. These are level 2, you're saying. Ow. Does it communicate that? It doesn't, eh? Not over here, at least. Should. I mean, again, early access. If a developer happens to be watching, or if I take notes to send over, that's definitely something that should be indicated over here, I would say. We can upgrade you for 500. Let's try it out. Ah, beautiful. Thank you. Teamwork. Go ahead and get cannabis going over here. Activate. Not. Oh, but. The warehouse can only store. We can't build anything over here. But what do we need? We need a drying rack, eh? Okay, so can we build a drying rack? No, we need research for the drying rack. All right, let's see. Drying rack costs us 7,000. We have that kind of money. And we are spending a lot of money, aren't we? Okay, let's go for it. Yeah, research the drying rack. We can establish it just across the border over here. A bit of a shipment. Not the end of the world, though. Not the end of the world. Time to promote Monstro to a Halcon then. Alcon? Alcon? Oh, goddamn. I'm learning. I'm trying to at least. Yeah, we've got a couple promotions lined up over here. Just wondering about the increased upkeep cost, but this guy's already getting paid as much. Burn building or kidnapping. Yikes. Sets selected ally building on fire. Oh, so if you want to do any demolition work, I suppose. We already have somebody who has kidnapping. I don't know yet when burn building might be important, but it wouldn't be an option if it wasn't, right? Thank you, Esteban. I'm going to go ahead with burn building, because again, we already have kidnapping, and, well, we already have somebody with kidnapping. If I recall correctly, Vanessa over here has kidnapping, so she can do that, no problem, but kidnapping does really kick up terror a lot, I've been warned. So I want to be careful about that. So I think having 2 people capable of kidnapping is not necessarily ideal. Burn building and extra power seems fitting for Tony here. Yeah, let's go with burn building. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Sebastian. It's like prevent them from catching us and stuff like that. Let's burn. Yeah, see, he does still get more money on top of his raise. So you really do want to move people up, so you don't end up with, because, you know, that raise will become more and more intense as he goes higher and higher. Good to see. That's exactly how I expect it to work, so good to see. All right, you're done over here. Let's go ahead and move you. What am I trying to do here? So we're researching the drying racks. In the meanwhile, do we have any money over here? We do not. We could move you down to here. Andy Lynn, thank you very much for subscribing. Again, I do hope you're enjoying the show. If you are, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like. And if you're watching a VOD, folks, like and a comment, as always. It always feels weird to mention it, but it becomes a natural, like, progression. By the way, you should try selling those dried cannabis. Your upkeep just increased by a lot from all those promotions. Yeah, I really ought to get on that, eh? Sebastian, game has a lot of potential seen from the demo alone. Seeing the additional possibilities the full version seems to offer, I'd get it. Do you promote an affiliate link? Thank you very much for asking. I really appreciate when people ask for affiliate links. It really means a lot. But unfortunately for this, I do not have one. Not yet, at least. So thank you for asking, but unfortunately not this time around. Silent assassination seems like a handy skill. Yeah, I think we've got, you know, I think Vanessa here actually has that already as well. I will check. And Ahmed Ragai, thank you very much for subscribing. Again, I do hope you're enjoying. And YouTube Starco dropping that Discord link. Thank you, buddy. Again, if you're not in our Discord already, do not hesitate to join on in. It is a wonderful, wonderful community of wonderful people playing all sorts of games, lots of multiplayer action going on from time to time. We've got lots of Crusader Kings gaming going on as well at present, lots of Warhammer gameplay, all sorts of stuff. From strategy to sim to city building and nation building. God, workers and resources, what a game. Now, what to do with Vanessa? Access to Warehouse 3 or Harvest Interval? I don't know what would be better for her. Warehouse 3, I mean, that feels so far in the future. So far in the future. Raid the bank and get dirty money. Interesting. I'm getting distracted there. Sure, let's. I guess it's not a bad idea to get access, because again, she's dealing with opium, and how much faster do we need to produce opium? We don't. We really don't. Oh my God, things are getting expensive. Let's get to work over here. Let's make some of this money, eh? Let's make some of this money. We're gonna run out of money very quickly otherwise. So we are trying to do what over here? We've got dried cannabis down over here. We're going to go ahead and, first of all, get you up over here to move the existing packs over. And we could also deliver the 27 dried cannabis over there. Now, you know what? We've got a thing going on up there. Let's stick to that. Let's stick to the plan we have going on up there, which is to establish a drying rack and provide them dried cannabis from up over there. Second rookie. Yes. There you go. Dryer 1 has been researched. Go ahead and build that up. Drying rack costs 2,000. Oh, we're really low on money, eh? Really low on money over here. Gotta just turn some of that dirty money around. Have you delivering this stuff over. No money over here to pick up. I wonder what happens when we go, well, we're about to find out. Things stop working. Okay. Things stop working. So what do we want to shut down, if anything? Then at least we can be picky over here. Let's go ahead and shut these guys down. Well, they're almost done around here. You're done. You're done. And you're done as well. Cool. Reduce our upkeep costs a little bit. Yeah, we are. There we go. Money's very, very slowly turning around. The dirty money, 9,000. This is all at the border down south, unfortunately. Went from being all right to not being all right. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. This is not good. We should fire somebody. 11k sitting over here. Stop deliveries after that one. And time to start delivering some money up to the casino over here. Let's go, let's go. Oh, Lord, what? I didn't know that was a thing. That came out of nowhere. That came out of nowhere. What? Yeah, that's not what I was expecting at all. Holy crap. Game came in hard there. Felix Vijo, aka El Granjero, went bankrupt and tried to flee. Was found dead near the border. A note found in his severed head says traitor. The police say that the hit was carried out by members of his own cartel. Wow. Wait, is that game over? Is that game over? I think that's game over. Holy crap, we lasted just short of a year. Holy crap, what the hell? I did not realize, we should have just given them some raises. Oh wow, I thought like, you'd have some wiggle room. We'd have some time to play around. We'd have some time to, appease people and be like, hey, yeah, you give me a month or something. Oof. Yeah, you're not paying, CR Lurk, you're not paying people in dirty money, you pay them in legal money. So you have to have legal money at all times. Wow, alright, that was rough. That was rough, a little bit of an overview. Oof. A little dark. Okay, good stuff. I was wondering, like, is that it? Is that it? Is that the end? No, we can promote somebody to capo. Good stuff. Good thing you're a YouTuber and not a capo. God. Tempting me to throw another quote out to chat. But yeah, let's go ahead and pick somebody out. I mean, this guy's family, if I recall correctly, right? Remember the opening conversation? So I feel like, I do like Griselda, just for style points, but I feel like he was family. I feel like he was family. Damn, dude. Let me know, chat. Let me know who you think. Let me know who you think. I'm going to grab a quick sip of water over here. It's going to be between Vanessa, Hector, and Griselda over here. I'm leading Hector because he's got power, so he's a bit of a... He's capable with the guns if necessary. He's been with us since the beginning, so I don't want to slight him from a roleplay perspective. I don't want to slight him. And plus, he's family, right? Does he deserve the power? I mean, again, he's been working with us loyally since the beginning, right? So I'm looking at you, chat. Let me know what you think. I'm just going to grab a drink real quick. Griselda should be regent until Hector gets more power. I wish that was an option. Griselda, Hector. Hector is your son. I think he's my son, or like some kind of family. Some kind of family. I'm not sure if he's the son or not. Still say Griselda, she has the smarts to avoid the money problems. I mean, I wonder what kind of things they unlock when they become capo, because our existing capo, he had some options, eh? Family should lead the family cartel. Nephew, yeah, he's my nephew, I think. Hector probably killed Felix, maybe. In the infamous words of Achilles. Hector! Oh, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. I do like Griselda. Yeah, these numbers are their actual like fighting capability. Katie, you're implying it's time for a change. I would hope so, recent online. I hope there's some time to change to have some money to fix the situation. Jose Talamantes coming through with a super chat. Thank you very much for that. Greatly appreciated, buddy. Saying pesos para Hector. I hope I pronounced that correctly, and I assume that means money for Hector. Thank you very much. Again, super chat really helps significantly with the live streams and the channel as a whole. So thank you very much for that. And again, let me know if I pronounced that horribly incorrectly. Jose Talamentes and pesos para Hector. Wait for somebody to yell at me. Did I see that? Thank you very much for subscribing, buddy. Hope you're enjoying the show. Hope you're enjoying the show. I guess Griselda is the right-hand woman of Hector if he takes the lead. Take the bribe. You know what? It's in character, isn't it? It's in theme with the game. I like. You know what, Nico? I like it. And I've seen enough. It's pretty much 50-50. It's pretty much 50-50. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up Hector. If I pick him up, I gotta change his title. The Vengeful Beast. I wonder if we. Oh, I guess we can, right? Oh my god, I feel kind of dirty doing this, but I love it. It's just so on theme. Oh man. Now what? Okay, so we can actually choose one of these. I mean, I feel like the Vengeful Beast makes sense, right? You know, somebody killed his uncle or whatever. Corruption yells second rook. It's too funny. Goddamn. Blame Nico. Sorry, KDC. I mean, again, I like the idea of Griselda as well because she's such a boss. But she'll be the right hand. And when I inevitably get this guy killed, she's definitely up next. No question about it. Let's go ahead and up his power. Silent assassination. We have some other people who have that as an option. Let's up his power though, so he's a bit more capable if I have to move him around and stuff like that. Let's go with that. God. Okay, let's see what the financial situation is right now though. Let's see what that financial situation is right now. You gonna take me to the next screen? I promoted him. Oh, I get to go all the way up? Oh, gotcha. Right, of course, because he's a capo. Of course. Sounds good, Katie. I'm glad we could come to an agreement. Right, access to chemical plant too. Sure. And boom. Now he's free. Good stuff, because he's capo, of course. All right, what's our financial situation? Yo, that animation was dope. I like that. That animation was dope. Okay. Death is always a shock. A moment for soul searching. Let the tears flow. To kill a beast, you cut off its head. And so for our cartel, the death of our leader is akin to decapitation. When we join a cartel, each of us knows that this will ultimately be our fate. I don't get to choose whether to be a capo, a leader. The cartel decides. But I get to choose what we do and who we target next. Okay, so we can either restart or we continue. The lieutenant's plot will be available in future updates. Oh, do they all have like subplots and stuff? Is that the plan for decapitation? Holy crap, Nico. Oh my lord. Yes, decapitation. Holy crap. Okay, we're gonna continue this story, but I guess everyone's gonna have their own subplots and stuff. If that's the plan, that is dope. That is dope. That is super cool. Damn nearly did, Nico. That's amazing. Dramatic dialogue and awesome quest for this lieutenant will be available in future updates. All right, good to know. Good to know. But we can still continue on with our existing plot lines right now. We have a fair bit of legal money. Thank God. Esteban, what happened? Oh, man. Well, we have a new capo. If that explains anything. Unfortunately, I lost money. I lost all my money. And our capo was killed by somebody. We don't know who. They suspected someone from within the cartel. So we had to recruit. We had to raise somebody else from the ranks. And Hector being our, not just being family, but also being supported by chat in more ways than one, hint, hint, took on that role. And next in line is Griselda. So hold me to that. Hold me to that when this guy, again, inevitably dies, right? So what do we got going on right now? So he's moved on up to be the mayor of the city. So we need to get ourselves another lieutenant. Who shall we get? I remember Paulina being... Oh, damn, her power is actually ridiculous. Moves to specified abilities, but she's not able to deliver. She's not able to deliver, and I need someone who's able to deliver, unfortunately. Are none of y'all able to deliver? Oh, no, he is. Okay, good stuff. So is he. All right, who's more compelling then? This guy's able to make deals for dried cannabis and opium, and he can deliver. This guy's able to make deals for just dried cannabis, and he's able to deliver. But what comes later for these guys? Robbery, extra power, truck supplier. Okay. And for you, Lab 1, dried cannabis dealer. Nice, we gotta unlock that. Dealer, access to Lab 2, access to Lab 3. I mean, he looks like he'd give you access to labs, you know? He's got that look about him. Yes, that exactly. Time to earn that nickname, eh? Time to earn that nickname. And then you missed Nico breaking me by making an exceptional pun. Goddamn. Carlos. Oh no. Jimenez Morales, aka Castigador. Yikes. Butchering these words here. Let's pick this guy up. Senor Morales finds it amusing to inflict the very pain that his favorite products could alleviate. Feared even among traficantes as a creative and sadistic killer, he is nonetheless a top-tier operator with many years' experience in aviation. Oh, interesting. Don't forget to turn on your buildings. Yes, good point. Good point. I would absolutely have forgotten. Pick this guy up. Now let's go ahead and get him to move that money from the aerodrome over to the taxi company. And let's reactivate all of our buildings here. Okay, and let's make sure we keep a constant supply of money. Who'da thunk having money is important as a drug lord? Who'da thunk? Keep you activated as well. Keep this warehouse active as well. We want to establish that dried cannabis facility sooner rather than later for sure. You know, part of me is tempted to keep these off, but they're not that expensive each. It all adds up. Let's see how this works at first. We should stop after that delivery and then make sure we're shipping to the border again. And again, we're very close to the 50K we need to acquire the city. I wonder if we should do that first. Just so we're able to launder over here, launder faster, right? I feel like that wouldn't be a terrible idea. What does power do? Power, when you get into a shootout, when you engage the cops or another gang in a shootout, power determines how that battle will swing. Mia, hey, how's it going? How's it going? Treat Morales as the family name. However, it should be Jimenez? Jimenez? Jimenez. Okay. Do you have to deliver the money in one go? Yes, I think so, because the option hasn't popped up. Oh, I can try talking to him. That's a good point. They say that as the mayor, you're responsible for everything in this region. Hello. Yes, you're right about that. Well then, you need to know that I'm taking control of this region. Well, this is a story I've heard a few times around here. In fact, we've heard this before as well. We're going to need to come to some sort of understanding. I can negotiate with significant people, but you will have to help me in return. It's definitely no accident that you become a mayor. Name your terms. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What? We're starting this over? Hang on a second. We're starting this over? Do we have to start this one over as well? Oh, what? I guess it's because it's a new capo. So old relationships have broken. Damn. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. We're familiar with these conversations. Okay, well, let's work on these at the same time then. Okay, not too shabby. Makes sense. Makes sense. It's going to be a waste of money, isn't it? Can we deliver all the way to the casino, or are we going to pay that hefty fee? Yeah, we are. Now, damn, we have the money, but we don't have the relations set right. Damn, man. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Let's get to work over here. Let's execute this right away. That'll help loyalty go back up. Costs a fair bit of money, but hopefully we can get there. Hopefully. It feels a little CK3. Yeah, you know, I like it. It does make sense. New boss, new deals. Exactly. It makes makes perfect sense, and I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. All right, let's get this guy back down over here, and we'll start moving product down over here. Domination quest completed. Good stuff. Power of trust completed. Good stuff, good stuff. Stop deliveries. So close. So close. We were so close. Start moving some of these vegetables, completely innocent vegetables, over to the border over there because they're confiscating packs. And over here, we got to get loyalty up to respect, which means we will be hosting another charity tournament as soon as possible. Yeah, that's true. Terror dropped. We dropped from Federales to the police only, and we dropped Terror completely as well. The bars were empty, so good stuff. Well, that's cool. Well, that's cool. I appreciate that. I like that a lot, actually. What's the deal over here? No input. Why is that? They're delivering. We're waiting for these guys to complete some cannabis, I imagine. Right? You're going to come through. You're going to move. Yeah, okay, good. Looking good, looking good. This is all moving okay. Oh, this needs to be activated. Damn. Oh, it's a lot of money sitting there. Damn, damn, damn. I wish I'd noticed that sooner. We're okay. Not the end of the world. Let's keep an eye on this. Let's say we were at 35. Let's keep an eye on this and make sure it doesn't go, you know, below 30. Right? Like, I want to make sure this number is staying afloat. I want to make sure this number is keeping us afloat over here. And what's the deal over here? We got lots of packs 5 days until this confiscation is done, though. Yeah, hopefully after 4 days, we can just kind of empty all these. Still, I guess we could produce vegetables instead. We don't really have vegetables, though. Stick with the drug packs, and we'll just ship them afterwards. Just a couple more days to wait. Yikes, 29k. Lots of dirty money sitting around. Gonna spend another 10 on this as well. How quickly are we gonna lose all this money, eh? In order to just get this to where it was before. 26k. Ooh, okay, okay, okay. Money problems. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. No, like, weak links or anything. I do wonder if we can, like, assassinate somebody. I would swap to vegetables, but I don't think we have any in the area right now. And shipping them... It's only 2 days left. I guess we could ship some from up over here. We have quite a few, sure. Get you up over there. Gotta make that money. I'm wondering what else we can turn off. Go ahead, and I should upgrade that dirt road as well. It's so much slower to go on the dirt road. Move this stuff down to here. There we go. Help our packaging. Up over here. I'm going to execute this. I know it's super expensive, but it brings us, like, we're so close. I don't want to spend, I can spend 20k now, or I can spend a total of 30k to accomplish what I need to accomplish, right? So I'd rather spend 20k now at the risk of being shot again. Only the best quality, Miha. Only the best quality. What if it was all three? It's possible, YouTube Sarko. It's possible. All right, get those vegetables over here. We'll store them here for now. We'll use them afterwards, because now we can start shipping some packs, eh? Those packs going. Run out of money in 2 days and 21 hours. Cutting it close. Cutting it close. We're good. I can also make a deal. Got to start from basically the ground up with everybody, eh? Get to work over here. We got a lot of dirty money, but it means nothing, right? Dirty money means nothing. Up over here, here's what we're gonna do. Move you up to here. We gotta rotate this stuff faster. Man, I like this. Things are getting a bit more intense than they were. You know, last session was, well, somewhat calmer. Things are escalating. Things are definitely escalating. Look at that dirty money. 3,600. This long route is killing me as well. I wonder why they're not going this way. Could spend a little bit to upgrade this road. Maybe they'll start going this way to the city. A little bit faster. How much are we laundering? 1,600 there. Nothing over here. Is no money being sent to the... Oh, dude. Sleeping on that 10k. That'll take some time to convert to, but that should help. That should help. Yeah, if you want to learn about money laundering, I can highly recommend watching Ozark. Ozark's actually a great show. Ozark's a fantastic show. How are we doing over here? I guess we can shut these guys off because we have filled these guys up to capacity. So let's get rid of the upkeep costs over there. That should help a little bit. Right? Yeah, looks like upgrading the road over here made all the difference I needed it to make. Good stuff. Good stuff. Very good stuff. You're still moving. All right, let's stop. Deliver vegetables instead. Keep that money flowing. Keep that money flowing. Terror's all right. It's not that bad. Though we should maybe stop. He was sleeping on that money by accident. Too convenient, right? Too convenient. Let's stop before we trigger that next... Oh no, police has been spotted nearby. Did we actually trigger them? Hang on a second. The cops are over here, I think. Damn. A lot of cannabis over there. A lot of cannabis over there. Alright. After you make that delivery, you stop. I want to come down over here, and I want to clear out some of that cannabis. Just in case the cops get a little too active. I want to stop triggering my terror level. It's been seized. Like, again, it doesn't bother me that this has been seized. It doesn't bother me all that much, but I want to make sure this doesn't get seized with all of its product, right? That's a lot of product to lose. So move that cannabis up to our warehouse over here. Because this is where we're going to build that drying rack as well. Which I could actually maybe get started on right now. Money is looking positive. Why not ship the cannabis to the aerodrome rather than sitting on it? It has to be packaged. And I guess I could package it here and ship it here. Good point, good point. But my primary focus with that cannabis was to give it to this guy. We still didn't hit respect, eh? You... Can't believe I missed the window on that. Where we had to buy some vegetables. Can't believe I missed the window on that. God damn. I'm not comfortable having only 8K in the bank. So fine, I guess that's some time away. Stop deliveries over here. Flip you on. And I wonder actually if these can ship both at the same time or not. We'll find out, I suppose. Turn you on as well. No input. All right, no input because there's no dried cannabis, right. And I imagine we can't just ship open cannabis. I imagine we can't just ship open cannabis. So let's stick to the original plan. Ship this stuff up over here. We'll get the drying rack installed soon, and then we'll start shipping to the aerodrome. Get that. Come on, get that Mary Jane up over here. Good stuff. All right, money's looking okay-ish. It's looking okay adjacent. Move you down to here. We're doing some work over here as well. Deliver the dried cannabis up to here. Again, keep things rolling. Keep things rolling. I think you can ship open cannabis directly with the aerodrome. All right, let's try it. Let's try it. From over here, why not? Just for one cycle here. Test it out. But very much dancing with the money here. I want to shut some more stuff down. Slot 1, we've got opium in here. Got the cannabis down over here, but what happens to it is the question. While we're waiting to find out, let's move you down over here and keep moving product. Because, yeah, I always want to see what happens over here. Move. Oops. Deliver. I keep thinking move like, you know, moving product. I don't think about moving like moving from point A to point B. Alright, what do we got over here? Done. Still export, logistics, statistics, black market, info, anything? Nah, got nothing. I guess it only exports opium. Doesn't want to do the cannabis. It's just sitting in storage. Is what it looks like, at least. What it looks like. Now, that might be because it's not dried and packaged, or it might be because it only does opium. Either way. We need to start shipping some more goods down over here as well, I think. What do we got over here? 63. Oh my god, yes. Move you up to here. Let's deliver some of those packs while there's still an opening over here before the cops start confiscating. Good stuff. And you are all done with the... Yes, you are. So let's move you back down to where... I mean, I'm wondering if I want to ship more opium around. Or if I want to get the pair back over here working together. It was working well earlier, right? Terror's dropped as well. 22k. Okay, that's money. There is money here, which is good, I suppose. I'm really bummed about that loyalty thing. Oh, are you serious? You're confiscating now? Let's get you delivering... No, gotta move you down over here to deliver the dried cannabis up over here. And get you delivering... We don't have any vegetables down over here. Do we have any up over here? We do have quite a few. But how much money do we have sitting over here? 20k. Let's move that 20k first, and then we'll deal with the... the vegetable shipping. How much is the drying rack? It's not that expensive. I can actually get it right now. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. The drying rack is 2,000, so it's not that expensive. Constructed. Now, we can't build over here because we don't own that region. But we can build it right at the border over here. Whoops. Pressed R for rotate for some reason, even though it clearly says Z or X at the bottom. Pop you down right at the border. Keep you within reach over here, I suppose. Why not? A bit of both. Yep. Go ahead and get the gravel road connection here. I like how the road connections work as well. Oops, sorry. I meant gravel. Keeping an eye on this too. That's your final delivery, buddy. There we go. Dried cannabis being produced over here. Excellent. So stop those deliveries. I'm going to move you down to here. And here we're going to move... Sorry, now we just need to deliver these guys dried cannabis. Well, later though. Not now, later. Okay, so in that case, let's move you back down to here. No, God. I wish you could stop midway. I forgot to move vegetables. There's so much like happening at any given time right now. It doesn't help that I'm playing everything at 3 speed. That's how you last longer, right? I don't think there are any veggies in storage over here. Yeah, no, we got to ship them down from up over here. Again, deliver vegetables down to here. There we go. There we go. Now, what I could do here is I could buy vegetables, because again, that helps with loyalty, right? Oh no, dude, don't do this to me. Okay, listen, I'm not gonna make the same mistakes that my uncle made, giving those medium raises and premature promotions. I think it's best to give a promotion first, and if no promotion spots are available, we'll go with small raises. So you'll get your promotion. Access to faster coca growth methods, I suppose. Sure. Oh god, the first words I read up over here were buyer's noses. Yikes. So much more expensive. But better to do this than to give him a raise and then later also promote him, because that ends up with a higher price. Ends up with a higher price. Alright. See what we can do over here. Good stuff, good stuff. This is all fine. You're moving vegetables, so that's all fine. Let's swap this over to vegetables. I'm forgetting to do that. He shares my love of tropical shirts. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. How much money is sitting over here? 730, not that much. Are we done shipping vegetables? Almost. A little bit more left. There we go. Finally getting some of the stuff produced over here. Going all the way this way for the opium, eh? Why is that? How was that a faster route? Oh, because this road is done now. Oh, okay, fair enough. I mean, if it's faster, it's faster. I'm not going to complain about that. Last shipment of vegetables, I think. Checkpoint is no longer confiscating drug packs. Good stuff. But for now, let's go ahead and deliver the drug packs. We'll let vegetables stock up over here. And when they start confiscating again, we'll change, like, shift gears. I wonder if I've, like, expanded a little too quickly, eh? Like, getting to 50k seems almost unlikely over here. Impossible, even. I mean, like, rather not impossible, but time-consuming. But it's just like the rate at which we launder doesn't seem fast enough. I guess we just gotta deliver more often, right? Guess we just gotta deliver more often. Done with the packs over here. Looks like it. Then we might as well get the vegetables flowing here. You know what I mean by vegetables, obviously. Some people have tattoos, some people have teas. Don't mind that. Some people have both. Alright. Move you over to here to start shifting some of that money here. 20k sitting around doing nothing. Deliver that money up to the casino. It's faster at laundering. Where else is our money sitting? Where is that dirty money? 33k. There's none at the aerodrome. There's 9k down over here. DA has started to confiscate drug packs. Man, that's like clockwork. Like clockwork. Think you weren't meant to go get Amanda first? Well, yeah, fair, but again, I guess we could turn all this stuff off. I think the big problem is that we have more maybe lieutenants than where we should have at this stage. So we're like making up for that, potentially. Could also upgrade some roads a bit more, I suppose. Could also upgrade some roads a bit more, so things are moving faster. There we go. Let's turn. There we go. Let's turn this money around. I think that's the other thing as well. Just like not having a constant supply of dirty money up at these two laundering spots has prevented us from converting the money quickly enough. Build residences to automate cash movement. Hang on a second here. Build residences. Insufficient funds here. Exports dirty money from smuggling points. What is that tooltip? Show me that tooltip. Is this the same as one of these? How? Okay, hang on a second. Clearly I've missed something over here. Exports dirty money from smuggling points and stores or delivers it to the city building that launders money. Exports dirty money from smuggling points and stores or delivers it to the city buildings that launder money. So you're saying, if I turn this on, I can add these as destinations and they'll start shipping? Oh my lord. Oh my god, Esteban, yes. Days, months, almost a year without losing my metaphorical flagship, I imagine. Okay, now I didn't realize you can use residences like that. Thank you. You can fire lieutenants and replace them with residences which can automate the delivery of dirty money. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Esteban. Days without losing your flagship 0. Yeah, I should have a little counter, eh? Should have a little counter. Yeah, that's feeling a fair sight better. Now down over here, obviously, we're not able to do anything. We can't build anything down over here. Just wondering, like, honestly, do we build another aerodrome or something? Product doesn't seem to be the problem. Product does not seem to be the problem here. Got some cannabis over here. None of it dried. Let's turn you off over here. There's no point keeping this on while we're not working with it. Paying pointless upkeep costs. These guys are still working. Go ahead and deliver those veggies over. Flip you back. Again, I just want to make constant money. Oh no. Oh no, why is the red back? Why is the red back? We have so much dirty money, why is the red back? 14k of it sitting over here. This guy moves stuff quickly, eh? This guy moves stuff real quick. I think that's just it. I just gotta stay on top of that, man. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. At 4k, let's just do this one shipment, because that 4k is going to be 1k, which is a huge waste. It's a consistent, but it just feels worse. Feels a lot worse. Drop this money off. 1,600 at a time. Yeah, our efficiency is just not on point over here. Make sure we stop those deliveries. And get back to shipping product again. Move you down here. Oh, nope. There we go. Deliver that beautiful, beautiful packaging over the border. Hey, Constantina 110, how's it going? Hope you're having yourself a wonderful, wonderful start to your week. Running out of money in 3 days, okay. You can ship dried cannabis without package through aerodromes, but don't know if you can send more per volume through aerodromes if you package them. Worth an experiment. Let's try it out. Go ahead and move you up to here. Let's see what we can do. This is actually not dried yet, though. I think it's because we don't have enough cannabis, I imagine. Yeah, this is just cannabis. So let's go ahead and move you all the way up to here first, because we have some cannabis in storage over here when we experimented with that earlier. And let's deliver all that stuff back up over here. This money, though. This money, though. No, man, come back, come back. God damn. Turn you back on, though. No input. We need 25 cannabis. I don't think we have enough. Like, just barely for one pack, or for one bit. The salaries are a bit too much. Yeah, that's just it. We don't have that balance. We have enough for like one pack of dried cannabis. This time that the casino spends with no input, that's what's killing us. That's what's killing us here. I do wonder if we get rid of the taxi company over here. Focus on the casino, not the city itself. Might keep that casino busier more often. I need 25 cannabis, please. Hitchens Immortal. Yeah, that's how we talk, right? That's how the requests are made. Let's move you back down to here. Let's see. Let's experiment with that dried cannabis. See what we can do. Oh no! Oh no! Our time has come. It's over. It's over. That was faster than expected. No dried. Oh right, of course it's at the warehouse. Or not. You know what? I'm gonna move down to here, and I'm gonna ship some of that money over. I'm gonna ship some of that money over. This is not looking good. This is not looking good. Oh Lord. I wonder if it happens 3 times. Nope. Holy crap. I think we might have kind of tipped things out of our favor. He's found dead near the border. A note found in his severed head says traitor. The police say that the hit was carried out by members of his own cartel. Holy, time for Griselda's reign indeed. Let's see if she can turn things around. Yeah, head just above water there. Just above water. That is rough. I wonder if we can pull ourselves out of this. I wonder if we can pull ourselves out of this. Oh my god, that was bad. That was bad. That was bad. Down he goes. 2 in a span of like an hour and 40 minutes. Yeah, might have grown too fast. I think KDC. I think that's exactly it. I think we've grown a little too quickly. But at least now we're freeing up another slot, right? Griselda, you're up. Let's do this. Let's do this. Power. If you're going to be a capo, you need some power, right? Just in case things go wrong. And robbery. Raid the bank and get dirty money. You know, that might be one of the first things I want to do. The mastermind of the first hit, maybe the mastermind of the second. We'll find out. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel, Jose. Damn. Honestly, what the hell? That was fast. All right, let's do this. How long can we hold on here? Yeah, we will not hire another one for a while yet. We will not hire another one for a while yet. Rob the bank, get some dirty money. I guess we target a city for that, right? I do want to see how that works and how much terror it incurs. And so, the Vijo criminal family is out of the picture. In a fancy apartment, Mayor Almagro Torres grins while savoring his whiskey. God damn it, Esteban, had to rub it in. Had to rub it in. Let's get you up over there. Let's get you moving this product. Let's go ahead and turn these buildings back on. Let's stay focused on opium for a bit over here. 47K, I mean... We gotta start... Oh, man, we gotta start these conversations over as well. Good stuff. I don't mind triggering those right now. It's not like there's a time limit on them or anything. But the time limit is our financial limits. That's our real limit. Move you up to here. Let's stay focused on what we know best, right? Keep this stuff shut down. It was making us decent money, but maybe it was maybe we were moving too fast. A little bit of money left. We can deliver that up over here. This guy's still moving opium up there. Let's get you up over here, buddy. Let's get you delivering money up to the casino. We're going to upgrade these roads as well, so we're moving a bit faster. Makes all the difference in the world, honestly. Watch the money and stabilize. Yeah, would residences help? I am wondering if I should do that. Let's help shift that money a little bit faster. 21k, right? Like, each one has one truck. Turn you back on. Turn the aerodrome back on. And that would mean we need less lieutenants working on this. Yeah, good point. So I wonder if we establish a residence. 21k. Put it down over here. These guys would move money from the aerodrome up to the city as well. So that would add a second truck. It's not just about one place being able to do multiple things. Well, that's just the MN120. Like I can attach both aerodromes, but it only has the one truck. So how efficient is that? I guess it can work in tandem with our lieutenants. That's an option, I suppose. That's an option. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, 47k is where we sit. Do I want to? What happened there? I saw the negative 2k pop up over there, but I don't think we did anything to quote-unquote deserve it. His buddy over here as well. Kevin Van Deventer, thank you very much for subscribing. I do hope you're enjoying the show, buddy. If you are, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving that like down below. Still angry but amused at how everyone forgot about the remaining VHO. Which one's the remaining VHO? Hold on a second. We got another VHO? We got a Venji. Is that like the feminine form of VHO? Is that a thing? I'm not familiar with the naming conventions. I know some stuff. In fact, we had a conversation in the Discord sometime last year about Spanish naming conventions, if I recall correctly. But I'm not intimately familiar with the topic. At 45k. 46. Okay, I'm just keeping an eye on this to make sure it's, looking good. You right now, you're sitting around doing absolutely nothing. Can we activate this industry, do y'all think? Maybe. Maybe, because what is this? 10, 20, 30. Let's call this 20, so 50, 90, 100, let's say 150. It's not all that expensive. Shut down the weed down north. You mean down north. And switch operations to the farms in Foscani. Yeah, I could do that. I could switch over to here. Problem is, from what we've seen, we can't really ship. Where's my dried cannabis? I know we made some, but where is it? It says I have none, so that's throwing me off a little bit. It's throwing me off a lot, actually. Okay, that's the one. Good to know. I wasn't sure. I thought, I forget. Maybe that was not Spanish. Maybe it was, I can't remember now. Can't remember now, but I'm trying to figure out what to do with Tony here. Tony, buddy. Sitting here, you're completely useless. Obviously. I actually think getting control of Rogandes is a good first move. Because then this is a lot of product that you can launder right over here. Obviously, it's an expensive move. But I do wonder if it's a move worth pursuing. Again, this is where I wish there was a higher speed. There's non-dried in the aero... nope. Unless you mean this one. Nope. No non-dried cannabis. We already shipped that down here. We shipped that down here to make the dried cannabis process happen, and then it just kind of disappeared. just kind of vanished. Do they not know rule number 1? Just burn a couple of our buildings down. Well, hang on a second. I'm trying to figure this out. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and try. It's the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again. The other thing we could do, actually, is establish another, like, aerodrome up over here, though I don't know if that's going to do anything for us. Because, let's see, we've got the opium moving, I think, as quickly as it can move. Up over here, we've got 12 opium packets, I guess. How much do we get up to before the plane comes through and picks it up? Because carrying capacity per 1 day is 26. So if we're below 26, it means we should get another, maybe another opium farm. Just to move more product at any given time. I do also really, you know, I think we should get rid of the taxi company. Swap it for a casino. Rainbow Dash, thank you very much for subscribing. Again, I hope you're enjoying the show. If you are, you know what to do. Let me by leaving a like down below. If drugs are hidden in packaging, do you still pay a bribe? I could try that. We could try that. You're suggesting ship packaged drugs from down here up to here. We could try that. Give it a good old college try for one like loop maybe. Right up over here, move you over to here. Deliver that dried cannabis up over here. Flip that into a drug pack. We actually have quite a few. Turn these back off. Hang on, you're almost done, so we might as well get another cycle out of you. You're done, there we go. You as well, almost done. And there we go. Good enough, good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Alright, cool. Will there be a third episode now that the VOs are dead? I gotta think about that, because I actually have plans for next Tuesday's stream for something else, for a game that I've been waiting for I think 2 years now. So I might be changing gears to that. Might be changing gears to that. Alright, let's test this out. But not set in. Oh, would you look at that? Alright, well maybe we should have been doing that since the beginning. But let's see if that even ships out of the aerodrome, right? It should be. We can ship out 10 of a drug pack at a time. Well, let's see. Let's see if slot 2 activates over here. Come on, baby, please. There it is. Okay, cool. Good to know. Good stuff. Good stuff. When's Humankind coming out? Humankind's coming out in early 2021. Oh, you mean the next Humankind video? Soon, with a little trademark sign next to it. That is a bizarre route, isn't it? The Humankind videos got super intense with the medieval era, obviously. I'm just talking about, yeah, why are you going this way, buddy? What is that? What is that mess? Why are you doing that? It's a road connection right here. Yeah, talking about medieval history is a very time-consuming endeavor. But yeah, that one was taking a long time to write, and then, you know, Q3 and Q4 is happening, and stuff is busy. Stuff is busy as far as, you know, game releases and stuff like that is concerned. But soon. This will hopefully help. We're down to 35k though. We might have shot ourselves in the foot with the approach we took. Moved a little too aggressively. Neil, I'm not sure actually which way I'm going to approach Manor Lords. I'm not 100% sure, but I definitely want to play it. So why not both comes to mind, but I'm not sure. Will I continue my Total War Warhammer 3 Chaos suppositions? I love those videos. Sergio, absolutely, yeah. So I was waiting for, with the Warhammer speculation videos, I was waiting for a time when I feel like it would be more relevant again. I think I pulled the trigger a little too early on that series. I'm guessing, again, I don't know anything, but I'm guessing there's longer to Warhammer 3 than I'd initially anticipated, so I figured I'd wait a little bit longer to get that series going, and, you know, work with the, as we get closer to what I think, again, might be when they start talking about it and whatnot, kind of line up with that. No one is moving money from the second aerodrome. The residence is moving money, which is why there's none in storage right now. So we should be seeing money flow from over here to the casino with that little truck over there. Got the same note as this game, Empire of Sin, coming out next month. Yep, Empire of Sin is another big game coming out for the rest of this year. Yeah, there's so much going on. This year went wild, didn't it? Did you even mention the Planet Zoo anniversary? Planet Zoo anniversary happened as well. Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago now. It has been a crazy, crazy year, hasn't it? I should turn these things off. I mean, okay, so we can... You know what? That's actually working. That's actually working for us. If we do turn this stuff back on. Clearly, Griselda was meant to run this joint. Coming up with new solutions, right? Obviously, by virtue of the chat. How much is this game right now in its super early access form? It is available for $20 off of their website. So if you would like to pick it up, you can do it from their website. Again, it's not on Steam in this format. The Steam has a demo, though. I've been told, a free demo. Wait, what am I doing? Gotta move this over to here. But if you want to pick up the actual like early access version of the game, it is $20 on the website. I'm not saying I told you so, Katie. Now you can say you told me so. You can say so. You can say so. For sure. I can't run Cyberpunk 2077, so I'm going for Empire Sin instead. Also because I'm a Paradox simp. Paradox has a pretty solid track record. And let's not forget Romero Games as well, right? Party, if you change the weed farms to legal veggies, could you sell them at the checkpoint? No, we tried that last session. We tried that last session to sell veggies, and that's not a thing, unfortunately. Are we shipping stuff all right over here? Yeah, we're shipping stuff all right over here. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. And the aerodromes are owned by us, so they're never going to have any confiscation issues or anything like that. Read today that Bannerlord is getting an update to support ray tracing and DLSS on NVIDIA cards. Now, that's going to be wild. That's going to be wild. Man, I got to get an update. I was hoping to upgrade. I'm still running on a 1080, if I recall correctly. I don't think it's even the 1080 Ti. So I was hoping to upgrade to the 3080s or the 3090s when they came out. That would help me render. Like those humankind videos take forever to render because a lot of it's After Effects. I was hoping to upgrade to one of those, but there's no stock. You'd almost imagine that they don't actually exist. Hey, Storm Gamer, how's it going? How's it going? Oh man, this money situation got me kind of tripping over here. Shift to this aerodrome, please. Yeah, we're good, we're good. How's this casino looking? No input. How long has it been since it's got input? I'm worried that this residence is... Okay, there it is. There's the truck picking up the money. See, the timing is I guess, the issue there. It's on its way back, but the plane hadn't arrived to pick stuff up and swap things out for money. And we've got this guy over here dealing with it as well. That residence, maybe we should actually get rid of this aerodrome and just stick with this one. Focusing too much, like spreading ourselves too thin. You might want to wait for the new Team Red benchmarks tomorrow. Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, it's too early to pick something up anyway. I mean, nothing's available. Nothing's available. Nothing is available. Stuff's moving. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and move you. You know what? Let's keep this active. Flipping that around was maybe a bad idea. Let's keep that active. Let's move you. Oh, listen, man. Goddamn. I want to give him his promotion. Better to give him a promotion than to not. Because if I give him a raise, it'll add up eventually anyway. The new console, Saketh? I mean, maybe. Eventually. Eventually. Cannabis cultivator. Let's go for it. I'm not in a rush to pick any of them up. None of them have really, like, caught my attention immediately in that way. The Miles Morales game is the one game I would say that, like, immediately drew my attention. But, I can wait. I can wait. No rush. Okay, we're going to move you down over here. Hopefully that'll allow the residences here to do the job instead. And Buddy over here is still shipping packs up over there. Okay, good stuff. Wish we'd played with that earlier. Cannabis cultivator reduces the interval by 25%. So he should already be affecting these guys. And if I have him delivering dried cannabis up over here... okay, interesting. He has to kind of stay put.
Well, what's good here is that once he stops delivering dried cannabis, he does stay put. And so momentarily he accelerates the process a bit. All right, cool. That works. That works. Jack Sparrow might just be YouTube that's lagging. Might want to hit that refresh. Silas Valdez, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day. Second Rook, without the accent, I literally read promote Jesus. And it probably didn't help that you said hallelujah right afterwards. I'm like, Jesus, what does Jesus have to do with these drugs? All right, how are we looking here? 22K, eh? 22K in legal money. We went down from 40-something. Obviously, we established... What did we establish that could have cost us that much? Yeah, you know what, folks? I think we shot ourselves in the foot nice and early. I think that's part of the problem here. I think that's part of the problem. And one thing I can do is find out how this robbery thing works. Did we just rob? Did we just get a bunch of dirty money? There's the robbery. There's the robbery. So we do have money in storage over here now. So can I just deliver that money to the casino? All right, there we go. That'll at least be a constant flow. That goes to constant flow. Ramp up production, yeah. We can afford it. Oh, it's like we have to ramp up the entire like point A to point B situation here. Because like again, we got more than enough opium. Soon enough we'll have more than enough cannabis because now we've got this all rolling, right? So that'll be fine. Money is being delivered. Where you're going back to the residence? Is that 3100? You're picking up more money. And then you're heading over here to deliver. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Good to know how that works. Yeah, the thing is like we're maxed out over here in terms of opium. Now that we've got all this functioning as well, I imagine pretty soon we'll be maxed out in terms of drug packs as well, at least at the rate of our exports. So like if we do upgrade our production, we'll have to upgrade our delivery as well. And if we upgrade our delivery, or rather to upgrade our delivery, we need to spend another 50K to get another aerodrome down. See, I wonder if buying this aerodrome early on was a mistake. If it would have been better to bribe the mayor over here instead, and that way we would have been able to launder more close to this cannabis production, right? Interesting. Do I think this is a good name? Yes or no, and why? Well, okay, so it's an early access, so it's hard to make a full-on judgment call as far as a review is concerned. So take this with a grain of salt and or cocaine, whichever you prefer, I suppose. But not whichever you prefer. Only one of those two options is legal, guys. Come on. But I'm really enjoying it. I've had a very good time. It's proven to be more of a challenge than I'd initially anticipated, which is, you know, always good. I hate when you kind of figure out a game within the first 3 hours and then it's just a matter of going through the motions. So that part of it's been really fun. Again, there were some really intense moments with some shootouts and stuff like that. That was really fun as well. Obviously, it's not perfect. It is an early access. There are things that could be improved. Some of the like UI elements, especially in terms of what it's communicating clearly versus not. I would like to see fights be a bit more fleshed out. I mean, the whole power thing keeps it pretty simple, and that's obviously not the focus of the game, but I'd like there to be a little bit more, maybe some modifiers, maybe some, I mean, I know RNG isn't popular. RNG is sort of a simple way to make things feel riskier. They don't feel like fixed, or they don't feel like, yeah, like fixed outcome. But something to make those engagements a bit more interesting. Again, with this early access, I suspect there's no like gang warfare or anything like that going on either. So, you know, we haven't really seen much of that, but that'd be really interesting. I imagine it's coming with a full release. Overall, honestly, I'm really quite pleased with it. Way too early. Again, I can't stress this enough. Way too early to make like a review call, but I've enjoyed sitting down to play the game. Last week when we ended the stream, I went, like, my head was in that space where I was like, I cannot wait until next week, or we can pick things back up again. So I think that's, you know, worth something as well, right? Like, I think that kind of communicates my interest level. Hopefully that makes it kind of clear where I stand on it. I always am very hesitant to give a call early on a game. Yeah, second, affiliate links are dependent on the distribution. So if they end up, again, right now, this is available on their website specifically. But once they end up on Steam, I'm sure there will be many options through which my affiliate links would work, and then I'd share those. And I definitely intend to revisit this closer to full release, just like with Aftermath and with all that early access stuff. I kind of like that approach where we can kind of follow the channel, or the channel can follow a game through its development process, see how it grows, see how it develops, see what steps it takes, support games early on. I think a lot of games really, there was a time, 3, 4, 5 years ago where I was very anti early access. But I think the indie industry as a whole, especially, has kind of come to this equilibrium, if you will, of how early access should work. And I'm not saying everybody does it perfectly, but I've definitely seen early access be a lot more deserving of trust. Kind of a weird way to put it, but I'm a lot more comfortable getting involved in early access, so I don't mind highlighting more early access games to bring eyes to some, really interesting concepts or interesting ideas or fun-looking games that I think others might be interested in helping as well. Be it Surviving the Aftermath or what have you. So definitely planning on coming back to this again afterwards. Money right now, it's looking like I've just let this play for a little while. It's looking somewhat stable. Oh, and what we could do is you just kind of do another robbery over here, right? Get that money. I believe that triggers quite a bit of terror. Kind of wait for it. Any second now. Takes her a moment, doesn't it? There's the robbery. And then you just kind of deliver that money over to the casino and turns it around pretty quickly, because now you got that constant supply at the casino. But nonetheless, this, unfortunately, is where we're going to call it a session, folks. I hope you enjoyed this session. I'll be honest, it was a bit less, it didn't go how I'd planned it at all. Not at all. Losing my capo not once, but twice was a bit of a problem. Most certainly a bit of a problem. And unfortunately, what I might do is I might come back to this. Yeah, you see how having the bank robbery and the laundering happening right there is making such a difference. But yeah, so unfortunately, but also fortunately, I suppose, there is another game that I really want to highlight. It has been one of my most anticipated games for the last 2 years now, finally available in early access, and I'm going to be focusing on that next week on Tuesday. What we might do is we might come back to this, after we've had our fun with that, or we might come back to this after it's had the next kind of level of release or what have you. But yeah, honestly, it does look like Griselda here has got things in check. We're actually making money now, especially with those bank robberies. So that's promising. At least we know there's a future for this cartel if we wanted to keep it running. Y'all let me know in chat, in the comments, in the Discord. Again, we had the Discord link thrown up a couple of times. Thank you for doing that. Join the Discord there if you want to share your opinions. There is a whole suggestions channel as well. I'm always curious to hear what people are interested in. Let me know what you think as well about my whole rant about early access too. I'm always, again, curious to know what people have to say about that and how people weigh in about that kind of stuff. D Sugarman, thank you very much for subscribing as well. Didn't miss that earlier. Just want to make sure I noted it and give you that shout out, buddy. Thank you very much for subscribing. Hope you're enjoying the show. Again, folks, if you enjoyed the show today, make sure you leave a like down below. It really does make a very big difference in how I approach content on the channel. If you're watching a VOD, leave a like, leave a comment. Again, I do read through comments as well. Natalie says, thank you, party. Been fun to have the variety on the Tuesday streams with the occasional repeat visits. See you on the next stream. I'm glad to hear that. I was very much wondering what people thought or felt about that kind of approach. We have our constant on Mondays with Crusader Kings 3, which we'll be back with, of course, next week on Monday, same time. And then this, again, we did this for 2 weeks in a row, kind of unexpected, but I ended up getting hooked on the game, if you will. So we put it on to this week as well, but next week we're going to switch it up again. And that one will probably last a little bit longer because, again, literally 2 years waiting for that game. Follow me on Twitter if you want to stay up to date with stream times, dates, schedules, things like that, as well as, I don't know, pictures of my rabbit and memes and all that kind of stuff. Join the Discord, as mentioned before. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, if you want to stay up to date with, strategy games, sim games, business management games. And, of course, if I'm going to end the stream, I can't end it without saying a massive thanks to everybody who joined me today on this, what's ended up being a beautiful Tuesday, because while it might be a gloomy day outside, it is a warm day inside with y'all in chat. God. Thank y'all for joining. And of course, a massive thanks to our super chatters earlier as well. As much as it was used for bribery, I suppose, it'll be used for a good cause as well. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that kind of support. Greatly appreciate y'all joining me. And of course, I greatly appreciate all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting this channel on a monthly basis. Again, y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. It really helps maintain the channel, sustain me, literally and metaphorically speaking. So thank you all very much for that. And again, thank you all for watching, for joining in, whether it was live or on as a VOD. I always have a hard time saying goodbye. I enjoy these streams a lot. I hope you all have been enjoying as well. I like these streams a lot. I might even, I don't know. It's tough to extend the Tuesday streams to 3 hours, but I might start doing that sometime, maybe in 2021 or something like that. Maybe in 2021 or something like that. I'll throw that out to the crowd as well. Leverage Elizabeth. She will get you far, Natalie P. Yeah, I know, right? Elizabeth 2021 calendar. Elizabeth bunny cam on streams. All sorts of options. Well, folks. Yeah, exactly, Sakith. Exactly. It's time for me to sign off. Thank you very much again for joining in. Until next time, whether that's on Monday or in the comment sections or in the Discord or what have you. Until next time. Cheers.